Yo, what's up? My name is Marcus Bizarro, and I am excited to share with you my masterclass that I held with Ty Lopez, the guy who said here in my garage and coined SMMA for everyone in the online space. I spoke with his community on how to scale from 0 to 10K a month, and I shared how to have the mindset to scale to 10K a month. What do you actually need to do practically to land more appointments, people who are interested in your services, and ultimately how to close those deals with ease. So in this video, you guys are in for a treat. I was actually trying to plead and ask if Ty, hey, can I share this with people publicly? And finally he said yes. So I'm excited to share it with you guys. I'm excited to guys give you the sauce on how you can scale your agency. So without further ado, let's jump right into it.
Number one thing, guys, is speed wins. One of the things I wish I learned back in 2017, 18 when I was starting is that I should have been much faster. That granted, a lot of us are working a full-time job. I see some people actually getting home from their job or starting their job right now. Shout out to you guys. Or they're at school like I was. But you want to really treat this like 24/7 and just I hate to say the word grind because it's so cliche, but genuinely grind. And the other thing about this it kind of goes with setting appointments, so I'll put it in here. But volume is king. So an example of this is that, back in the day when I was getting my own appointments, I was just only sending 20 DMs a day. And then I was learning from another guy who consulted me. His name's John Danes, great dude, scaled his agency and exited it for a couple million. Um, he was telling me he did 100 DMs a day. And I was like, oh, I thought 20 was enough. And it was enough if you want to land like maybe one client a month. But he was getting 100 DMs out a day and he was landing, well, you can do the math, five plus clients. And so volume is really keying when you are scaling out, right? The other thing I kind of want to go after here, let's go back to um, the mindset stuff, because that, again, mindset's important, is you want to be super, super consistent, right? Consistent with your prospecting, with your sales, right? Everything, fulfillment. A lot of people like for let's go with prospecting, like say you're DMing, cold calling, all that stuff. Um, a lot of people just kind of do like 20 a day, 30 a day, and then zero the next day. Like consistency is what's going to help you win and scale organically if you guys are running things organically. The thing about like going after certain people, we learn like, hey, do cold calling, do cold email, do paid ads, do uh, IGDMs, do LinkedIn DMs, do Facebook, do SMS, which don't do SMS because that's illegal. They'll catch you. Um, you heard it from me. Uh, like for me with gyms, you want to know where they're hanging out, right? And I think there was actually a good video on this in Ty Lopez's group way back when, SMMA like 2.0, where like you just want to know where they're hanging out. And gym owners, they're hanging out on IGDMs, right? And I know I can go in there and actually, hit them up and get in front of them. So this is actually disorganized now. It's supposed to be here. So like know where they're at. If you guys want to drop like an example of an industry that you're in or that you want to get more clients in, go ahead and drop it in the Zoom chat. Man, that is that is a good niche. Let's see. I think you can correct me if I'm wrong, but the first thing that comes up to my mind is LinkedIn. I don't think they're on Instagram as much. I don't think Facebook either. Uh, Kairos, I would do like email. Kairos, they're not as responsive on Instagram or Facebook anymore, but like emails work very well. Travel agency, um, kind of all the above with the DMs. So like you got LinkedIn, Instagram, Facebook, DMs. You also, yeah, and by the way, everyone should run paid ads. There's a reason why Ty Lopez has an ad that says in the first 5 seconds, run ads, run ads, run ads, run ads. I'm gonna do my best to kind of get through everyone. Law firms, LinkedIn for sure, 100%. They're actually on Instagram too, believe it or not. So little inside scoop. Let me do like three more. Roof, rooftop solar. Uh, I mean, obviously, I'm gonna say like you can do cold calling. That's good. Cold calling. LinkedIn, they're definitely on LinkedIn. Let's do one more. I'll talk about that, Miguel. That's a great question. Uh, Real estate. That's a great one. They're everywhere. They're on Instagram, Facebook, LinkedIn, cold email too. I've seen the most success with real estate on LinkedIn DMs. Now, I'll talk about something really quick here. I appreciate the niches, but I'll if you guys want me to help you guys out, like after this, I'll drop my Instagram so you can hit me up and I'll talk more. But for the sake of the time, um, the thing I wanted to let you guys know, and there's a reason why if you drop a one if you know Alex Mosey. There's a reason why he came out with the book, $100 million offers. So his first book right here, right? Um, in this day and age with SMMA, first off, you need to have a very, very compelling offer, right? Sure, be good at sales, right? But you need to come up with a good offer. So this is the sauce I'm gonna give to you guys, honestly. You guys hit that top 10 school game. I'm trying to get my school community up too. Don't worry, Mark. Uh, drop a drop a two if you're ready for some sauce here. I really love this group. You guys are really active. You guys are really good. If volume's king, offer is the kingdom. That's some sauce right there. Uh, so essentially, now since we know that offers are important, right? Like if I offered let's say you ran a gym business, a gym, you're a gym owner. If I said, hey, I'll get you one member in a year, you're obviously gonna say, heck no, like get out of my face. There's better offers. If I come to you and I say, hey, I'll get you 100 members in 1 month, you'll probably entertain the conversation and see what I'm doing, right? So that's just kind of to like sarcastically give you that scale of like, hey, there's something you need to craft, which is an offer, right? You can have great conversations, persuade people, but you don't need all that if your offer is really good, right? So that's why offer is the kingdom. Now, how do you craft a good offer? This is a sauce. This is practically. So I lump it into three ways. Number one's the promise, right? That's typically what people think of as offer slash guarantee. The second is the vehicle, and the third is the risk reversal. I want to make this interactive. Which one do you think is the most important out of the three? Promise, vehicle, risk reversal. You guys can put like PVR, risk reversal, promise, vehicle, risk reversal. Three, so risk reversal, risk reversal, vehicle. All right, you got Ken, Ken coming out here with his own answers. Good stuff. Um, yes, they are intimately, yeah, that they're all important for sure. Every one of them have their own like reasons why it's important. The most important one, and I'll kind of make my little debate here for like a minute, is actually vehicle. And the reason why is this. I'll use the fitness dieting industry analogy, right? It's that like say one PT says, "Hey, I'll help you lose 30 pounds in 30 days," right? And you got another PT, number two, coming in and saying, "No, no, no, I'll help you lose 45 pounds in 30 days." Right? And then you got the other PT coming in here, number three, saying, "Hey, I'll help you lose the same amount of weight in the same amount of time." What's going on here, and this is where I come full circle with 2025, is that guess what? It's going to become now everyone's going to just keep on piling on. Like PT number four comes in, or PT name number one comes back, and he's like, "No, no, no, I'll help you do 50 pounds in 10 days." And guess what? That's where you see a lot of agencies overpromise, underdeliver. They can't guarantee their stuff anymore, and it's just a race to the bottom, right? I don't know if some of you guys are feeling that if you guys have been in this space. Uh, Jose, what did you mean by how? If you want to kind of explain, I just want to make sure because they're trying to improve. They're trying to beat other people's offers. Your competitors' offers. If you're in the med spa space, for example, I'll come full circle. I appreciate you. I'll put you on edge. I'm putting out a cliffhanger. Um, but basically, it's a race to the bottom, and now that's where you get med spas, you get chiros, uh, you get gym owners. Like I have to face people asking, say, "How are you?" What's the word? Different. How are you different? That's where vehicle comes into play. Now, vehicle can come into play, and basically Yeah, yeah, 100%. Shout out Noah. Vehicle basically means you do have a different system. For me, and this is the hard part. I'm not saying this is easy. I'm not saying you can just change your vehicle like that and boom, you're good. If that was easy, we'd all have 100K a month agencies by the end of this session. But vehicle is important to understand because it helps you differentiate yourself. The only thing that here's I'll go into that later about like the agency space versus now versus 2018. But like you need a vehicle that separates you. So for example, what helped me back in 2018, I actually ran TikTok ads. I'll personally say it. I was faster to TikTok than gym launch. And so whenever I hit up a gym owner, I just said, "Hey, are you on TikTok?" And they're like, no. It's like, okay, you should be. Okay, let's have a chat. I don't have to play this game anymore of 30, you know, 30 leads in 30 days, 45 leads in 30 days, 45 leads in 30 days where I give you refund. I'm just saying, hey, get on TikTok, right? Another one, and this is more in 2025, AI, right? And again, this is not easy. It's not like you can just say AI and it's good. Like maybe it's a specific like AI caller to nurture the leads, right? Another one back in 2024, last year, this was huge. Call centers, right? Call center. Instead of having your leads call having your clients call the leads that you bring, you have a call center team of virtual assistants that call them, right? So these are things that separate you. It's a vehicle, but put it all together, you can make a very powerful offer. So like for me in the gym space, I said, hey, I'll bring you 30 leads in 30 days using TikTok ads, or I work for free until I do. And that, guys, got me more sales. That got me more clients and allowed me to grow my agency. Does that make sense? I know I went on a quick rant about vehicles, but this truly is like the biggest lever puller out of all of these. Because like everyone can say this. Like you definitely want to differentiate yourself with a vehicle. See everyone here. Let me go to the gallery. All right, so I can see everyone's beautiful faces. Um, in 2018, the agency space was just kind of like pioneering, and people were like, "Oh, I don't even believe in social media. I don't even know if it will get me leads. I don't know if it'll work for my industry." Obviously, that has changed in 2025 and 2024. Everyone knows they need social media. Like, I can show you examples of conversations in the DMs right now. So, little side note, like, I help agencies get appointments through DM outreach. I'm not trying to sell plug, but I just want to show you example. But people know they need marketing to beat their clientele. So like people are saying like I'm definitely interested. When is a good time to connect, right? Um, People saying, here, let's go here. Like, sure, I can learn more about your offer, right? And again, this is an offer. Like we help real estate agents become regional celebrities, 1,000x their awareness, and automate lead gen passively with YouTube and online video. So that's Sabi, the agency owner's offer right here, right? So that's exactly, what I mean by offers there. In 2025, people know they need an agency. They just don't know who to trust. And so the number one thing, if you take away anything from this call, is you got to have a solid offer that separates you. You got to be able to say we're different because of this 15 times through your sales process. If you say it 15 times, I'm pretty sure they'll believe in you. All right. I'll kind of do a halftime pause real quick. Any questions? I can go a full hour. I've done 3 hour calls, so I'm good on energy. How's everyone else? Yeah, yeah. I'll go ahead and show my screen again on the document. So again, you can structure it with these three things: promise, vehicle, and I was just kind of ranting about how vehicles one of the biggest lever pullers in an offer. I'll explain one more time about that again, and then risk reversal. So if I wanted to come up with a offer, I would be like this. Um, like, hey, Mr. Gym owner, if I was able to bring you, uh, let's say 50 new PT sessions in 30 days, so that's the promise through our AI system, I'm just gonna kind of keep it broad there. Through our error system, or you don't pay. And what I mean by that, if you don't aren't familiar, is like, or you don't pay the next month. I don't say that like in the text. That's an offer. So promise is bring you 50 new PT sessions in 30 days using our vehicle or risk reversal, or you don't pay the next month. Now, here's the thing. If you don't have a client, don't just go. I'm not the one who said go and say 50 leads. Like, how do you know? Excuse me, how do you know 50 leads or you can actually fulfill it? It's all about KPIs, right? So if you have a certain amount, it's like the best analogy I can say here real quick is like if I said I'll guarantee I'll get you a flight and you'll make it from New York to LA, you'll be like, okay, cool. And then all of a sudden I say, hey, I'm just gonna do it off 1 gallon of gasoline. You're gonna be like, Marcus, that's impossible. You're right, it is. Um, you need a certain amount of ad spend. If you're doing lead generation as a service, you need a certain amount of ad spend, right? There's a criteria you need in order to have a guarantee. I know people think offers and guarantees are like shabby or misleading, but truthfully, guarantees are good, obviously, to showcase that front end confidence in your service and that you've done it before. But what you do need is a contingency, or what you do need is that feel, the ad spend. So how do you deliver the promise spending your own money on ads? No, I mean, if you're getting your first client, guys, it's not sexy. I had to do this. If you're getting your first client, this kind of leads into closing. First client, offer a free trial. Doesn't have to be 30 days, could be 21 days or like 14 days or 21 days. Guys, take one step back to go 5 steps forward. I'm serious. Um, take one step back so you can take 5 steps forward. Because once you get a client, you're actually getting free value yourself. You might think it's not worth it to you, but honestly, you need to earn the right to start charging 1K, 15K plus, 15K, 1500 plus. So it's actually free value yourself to gain experience running ads, running ads, handling a client. First off, onboarding a client. Let's talk about that. And taking care of a client. That's high level skill, right? And you get it for free. And all they need is the ad spend, right? Maybe if you're working in gyms like I did, I just asked for 500 and I told them like, hey, I've seen systems that actually can turn 500 into, you know, 10 PT sessions. And that's like to the my first gym owner ever. It was like $200 per package he sold. And we got him 10. So that was 20, he made 2K off of it. And then from there, after the 21 days with me, he was like, okay, let's just continue at 1,000 a month. I was like, okay, cool. Now I also got a case study, right? And now I can actually go to my next client and say, hey, um, like I did this for this gym owner, I can do this, but I'll start you on the first month at 500, and if you like it, we can continue at my normal rate of 1,000. So you can do what's called like a trial, like a discounted first month or trial, test trial discount. That's also an offer too that you can run. Um, I'm more so Jake, just FYI, I'm more of a if you joined recently, I am more on the social media marketing slash agency side. So that's kind of more my specialty and my circle of competence. I'm not really a product-based person. But I think I can definitely, if I have more time, I can definitely think of stuff. But yeah, so I'm gonna get to closing appointments. I love watching your guys' questions. That's why I'm like looking back and forth. But basically, the number one thing I want to let you guys know, if you guys remember me for anything, like if I had this on my tombstone, this would be it, honestly, and it's related to closing. Is this is my favorite thing I got from a my sales coach. It's like people don't care. Whoops. People don't care how much you know until they know how much you care. That is my favorite tip in sales. People don't care how much you know until they know how much you care. People don't care how much you know until they know how much you care. So I don't know who coined it, but I heard it from my coach. Okay, so I'm not saying I came up with it, Edmund. Don't think I'm ripping someone off, but it's a great quote. What does this mean? What does this mean, right? So you think of yourself as a doctor, right? This You're not gonna just sell a prescription. If I'm gonna unshare my screen here. Let's say I'm gonna I'm gonna do a little role play. Who wants to you know what the funny thing
Yep,
is? We
yep,
were
yeah,
just talking about where's Tommy? There you are. What's up, man?
yeah,
What's so funny? I love how we said like how do you pronounce your name, Tommy? And then you just wrote Tommy.
yeah,
Like that doesn't help the pronunciation, bro. That's
yeah.
funny.
Just Tommy, like the Tommy gun.
Awesome. Okay. So I want to role play with you. I'm gonna act like you're gonna be the gym owner. Let's just use gyms. I've been using it. And you're
Yep.
on a intro call with me. All right. I don't
Okay.
care, Zoom call, phone call, whatever.
Okay.
And I'm obviously you're interested in, let's just say you're interested in my marketing services, right? You need more leads for your business, right?
Yep.
I'm gonna be me, the agency owner. All right. So what I'm gonna do, by the way, is just say ring ring, and then you're just gonna pick up, and
Yep.
again, just do your best to act like a gym owner. And I'll make
Okay.
stuff up on the way, okay? Like I'll make some
Sure.
random names and stuff, okay?
Yep.
Ring ring.
Hello.
Hey, is this Tommy?
It is, yep.
Hey,
What
what's
is
up,
this
Tommy?
about?
It's Mark. Yeah.
Hi.
This is Marcus, owner of PK Media. I think we scheduled a meeting to have a quick chat about your gym in Las Vegas. Is that right?
All right. Okay. Yeah. Yeah. Yep.
Yeah, awesome. So what we do is we help you get more appointments through Facebook ads and generate you leads through our opt-in form. And we usually see a lot of success with it right now. Um, you know, are you interested in getting more appointments?
Yeah. Definitely interested in getting more appointments. Everybody needs more business.
That's right. So what we do is we do this, and this, and yeah, we can get you set up within the first 5 days. How does that sound? Nah, that's obvious. So what we call that is product oriented. Don't be product oriented. People don't care how much you know or like what you do until they know how much you care. What you want to be, like how come oh, that's the wrong chat. What you want to be, I don't even know if I spelled that right, is prospect oriented, right? A doctor is not gonna just go and say like, "Hey, you seem like you're hurt. I think this prescription's gonna do well for you." Like, no, what they're gonna do first is diagnose the prospect, right?
Right.
Why does it hurt here? How did this happen? What have you tried to fix this? How long has that been an issue? How soon do you need this fix? Right? These high level questions allow us to show that we care and ultimately that we actually know how to fix it. Otherwise, a doctor wouldn't ask these type of questions. If you guys want to know the best salesperson, just go and act like you got hurt and go to a doctor. Usually they know how to diagnose. So, Tommy, just because I want to redeem myself on purpose,
Yep.
let's go ahead and run it back. You're a gym owner, or yeah, you're a gym owner. Same thing. Um,
Yep.
I'm the agency owner. Same thing. Ready?
Yep. Cool.
All right. Ring ring.
Hello.
Hey, is this Tommy?
It is. Yep. Hi.
Hey, how are you doing?
Yeah. I'm good. Thank you.
Yeah. Hey, this is Marcus, owner of PK Media. Saw you're interested in seeing how we can help your gym get more appointments and more members. Is that right?
Yep. That's right. Yep.
Awesome. You good for another 10, 15-minute chat just to see how and if we can help you?
Yeah.
Perfect, man. So, yeah, just to kind of give you a quick layout, I do a two-call process. My goal here is just to really understand and see what you're looking to do and accomplish for your gym. And if it seems like we can help, awesome. I'll take you on the Zoom call to visually show you what we're doing for other gym owners. But if it doesn't seem like we can help, no worries. I'll point you to the right direction, something or even someone in my connection that can help. Is that okay?
Yeah. Sounds good.
Perfect. So, Tommy, if you can kind of give me a quick overview, I know you're based in Las Vegas, but if you can kind of give me a quick overview on how the gym has been doing, how you're currently getting members, we can dive into marketing from there and see if we can help.
Yeah. So, been doing it for a while. We're doing all right. It's not great. We can always do with more leads.
Hmm.
Is that something that you can help with?
Yeah, for sure. I guess how are you currently getting more leads at the moment? Like, are you running paid ads yourself? Just relying on word of mouth?
No, no paid ads at the moment. Yeah, just word of mouth. So usually members that join and they enjoy the experience and they tell their friends.
Oh, that must be good. Okay, are you getting like a steady amount of leads coming in, like roughly like 15, 20 leads?
It's not that many. No,
Oh, how
and
many
it's
would
quite
you say?
inconsistent as well. Maybe like 10 a week.
Okay, and how many of those to convert into like maybe shows and then of course clients?
A lot of no shows.
Oh,
A lot of people, they'll join first, and yeah, there's probably quite a lot of churn.
oh, I see. I know the business is like that. But do you have like a follow-up system in place in case like they don't show up, you can follow up with them if you haven't heard of them in for 3 days?
No, we haven't.
Oh, okay. How are you currently keeping track, I suppose, of your current clients? Like, do you have them on an online CRM, something to
No, no
track them?
CRM at the moment. No.
Okay, got it, got it. So that might be the reason why we're losing some clients, but let's just about getting more clients. So, you're trying to look for more members for your class, not personal training, right?
Both.
Okay, and I guess how soon are you looking to scale this up to? Like, I know 10's not enough. How soon are you looking to scale it up?
As soon as possible, really.
Okay. So what I can definitely tell you is, we've worked with similar gyms that are just doing that same amount, and then we've been able to scale them up to 30, 50 members. Now, before, I kind of keep running my mouth, is that something you can handle in your gym?
Yeah, we can handle that. We've definitely got capacity for that.
Got it. And so just kind of on an owner to owner level, Tommy, I love working with gyms, but what does it mean personally to you to hit 50 members? And are you like trying to scale this up or are you just trying to be really well known in Las Vegas?
Yeah, definitely scale it up. Yeah, that's the aim is to get a good system going for this one, and then hopefully we open a second location.
Oh, where'd that be?
It will be in Vegas as well. We'll just have other sites.
Sure. I mean, yeah, just one down North Strip, the other one on the South Strip, I suppose. No, I'm
Yeah,
joking.
yeah,
But that's awesome. I think we can definitely help you. What I'd love to do though is for you to say that to me. So what we can do is take this onto a Zoom call sometime later this week, and I can show you everything from A to Z how this works. Is that okay?
yeah. Sounds great.
All right. Now, really quick, before we pencil something in, is it just you running the business, or do you have like a business partner or even a spouse you get a second opinion from and kind of collaborate with to make sure everything's on the same page?
Yeah, I've got a business partner as well. Yeah, he does the
Awesome. Is
finance stuff.
what's his name?
He does the finance stuff.
Oh, awesome. Yeah. And what's his name?
John.
John. Awesome. So is John usually available tomorrow? Like, would you say 5 p.m.?
I yeah, I'm sure we could both make ourselves available.
Awesome. That's great. And then I book him in. Okay. Could we all give Tommy a round of applause? I don't usually go that long. And I made him make up a person. But and notice like you want to get so good that you just have a normal conversation, which is gets me back into the document here, excuse me, which is basically timing over process. Now, I'm not saying you can't use a script. Scripts are great, especially when you're starting out. It's like tricycle. It's like a tricycle, right? It keeps you on your, keeps you upright. But soon you want to get so good that you can just get off those tricycles and start going faster with just two wheels, bicycle, right? And that's what I'm doing here. You get so good that you know how the conversation flows, right? You know how to, pick up and listen to what Tommy in this case is saying about churn, about low leads, right? And so that's essentially what you want to get to. It's like focus on the timing. You don't want to be the one who interrogates the owner and say, "I have a couple questions here, Tommy, to understand your business." It's like make it conversational, like a coffee chat. So I'm gonna share this last thing here. This is part of my own sales course, but I'm gonna share my screen here. These are the questions you want to ask, right? These now you can kind of see what I'm doing here with Tommy. I'm figuring out what his immediate pain is, right? I'm figuring out what his deep need is. I ask him why is getting to 50 um, members so important for him, right? create that doubt, right? Create the doubt that he doesn't actually think, oh, I have everything, and actually Marcus has something I don't have. Cost of inaction. I could have asked Tommy, I could have gone deeper and said, like, what happens if you continue down this rate of just 10 appointments? Is it healthy for the business? How's it going? Right? Vision. I asked him about, what's the goal with 50 members personally to him? Like, are you trying to franchise? And that helps widen the gap too. Get clear on numbers. Don't just settle for people saying, yeah, we're getting many leads. Tommy could have been one of those egotistical gym owners and be like, yeah, we're doing good. I'm like, oh, so are you getting like 50 leads a month right now? It's like, oh, no, we're getting like 20. It's like, oh, but they must be converting, right? It's like, no, a lot of no-shows. Oh, do you have like a follow in place? Right? Um, and then situation, right? Get an understanding of again what their problems are and get more intimate. Like Tommy was very a good prospect in this case, good actor, kind of telling me his situation at hand here. So that's the discovery. And the reason why I wanted to share this out of everything here, like why didn't I talk about dropping the price? Why didn't I talk about objection handling? To be honest with you, this is 90% of the sales. Honestly, Tommy would have, if I went through if I went through that first type of person who was just product oriented with Tommy, just trying to tell him how good my stuff is, he wouldn't close on the second call. No matter how good that second call is. But because I understood his problems, he knows I can solve it, and he feels like I can solve it. He's gonna he's most likely going to move forward. The Given that the budget works, right? That's the only thing I would talk about on the when I pitch the price in my demo call. But guys, 80% of sales is in the discovery. That makes sense? But yeah, so speed wins, consistency. I'm gonna just kind of be a little cliche here. Don't give up. There is, and it feels weird to be on this other side instead of listening to people. Um, you guys are listening to me, but the truth is, just don't give up. Like, there's probably 100 times where I felt like, oh, I could have done something different. Like, I could have done e-commerce, I could have done drop shipping, I could have done affiliate marketing, I could have done OF management, which I would never do, God forbid. Um, there's other things out there. Don't get that shiny object syndrome. Just stay the course. The reason why a lot of people aren't like reason why I was so close to being unsuccessful is because I was gonna get shiny object syndrome and derail. You just want to keep digging down this well and keep going. Everyone's gonna need online marketing. Everyone is, right? There's going to be a ton of Gen Z like myself, 23 years old. There's going to be a ton of people who are becoming doctors, who are becoming professionals, realtors, real estate agents, um, chiropractors, you name it. They're all going to need marketing. They didn't go to school for this, right? You are here learning from Ty Lopez, me, and other agency owners who have done it, right? They will always need our services, which is why I'm not scared about, AI. Like it's all about how you as an agency owner leverages AI, right? So don't be daunted by it. Now, whew, I gotta get some water. Sorry. Yeah. Antonius, what's up? I saw you on me.
Yeah, that has been amazing. By the way, just go ahead and drop in the chat like what are the biggest things that you that what are the biggest things that you learned today? This has been amazing. And by the way, we would love to have Marks on again. So everybody just put in the chat who would like to have Marks again. We have another amazing guest speaker that's going to be speaking soon. So yeah, if you want to go ahead and take one or two last questions. Yeah, I already see the feedback coming in and it is amazing.
Oh, okay. You want to talk about that? Mac Mini FG. How do you differentiate yourself from ads? This can be a whole masterclass in itself, but I can definitely talk about it because I've spent a good chunk targeting you guys. Obviously, here's a little hack. You guys ready for this? If you guys have like 1,000 to 1,500, on ad spend, uh, I got you. Do what's called a call out. This is just a quick hack. Do a call out and then offer. Like people's attention span are shorter. It's shorter than a goldfish now, guys. So like do a call out. So if you're going after gym owners, say gym owners doing 10K, like gym owners looking for more members, right? Or med spa owners doing over 30K a month. All right, roofers wanting more jobs, right? Do a call out and then get straight into your offer. It's like me and my team will get you 4 to 5 new roofing jobs every single month, or you don't pay. And then from there, you go into the offer. You guys want to see one of my ads? You guys want to see it? That'd be so funny. Let me see. Share this real quick. So this is my ad here. Oh my gosh. So obviously you can do fun stuff, crazy stuff that match. Like if you're a roofer, or if you're going after roofers, go on top of a roof, and you can do some fun stuff. It was just snowing in Seattle, so I just took this. But basically, yeah.
Agency owners doing more than 10K a month. Let me and my
So that's the hook right there.
team get you more appointments on your agency's calendar using cold outreach.
No pun intended, but that's the offer.
Specifically LinkedIn, Facebook, and Instagram DMs. And the best part is it's all done for you. So all we need is your calendar, and all you have to do is take the sales calls to scale your agency.
All right, and that's the offer. And then the rest is more just like explaining what the offer is. So that's what you want to do if like roofers, dentists, all that stuff. Does it have to be high quality like that? No. But guys, honestly, in 2020, last thing, in 2025, you need video ads. Video ads is what's going to help you separate yourself. Plus, it helps you create a brand. Everyone who hops on the call with me is like, yo, you're the guy from the ice blanch. It's like, yeah. So it's pretty easy to differentiate yourself. All right. Thanks, guys. If you want to connect with me, just give me a follow. If you want to DM me, give me a shout. I'll answer your guys' questions there.